She goes. She like looks at you, and she like gives you like a weird look. She goes, "Sir, your room's already paid for."
Oh.
They covered your room.
I've had a bit of a run-in with. You ever get hit by lightning?
Camilla just looks at you
from the back.
Yeah, Camilla
Addilyn
just
looks at you. What?
Camilla just kind of looks at you and just goes,
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll help you carry whatever you like.
Camilla goes, "That is the weirdest pickup line I've ever heard."
He looks at, you can see Albrecht's getting really flustered and flushed in his face. Like, no, I swear it's not. Listen, it's not a pickup line. It's not like that at all. I just want to help. I promise.
Clark pops his head out of the kitchen and goes, "Clark, think great pickup line," and goes back into the kitchen.
Albrecht goes around and says, "Thanks, Clark. Great guy, that Clark."
Addilyn like looks at Albrecht and is like, "Where did you get hit by lightning?"
Outside. I was.
No, where?
Oh well, I didn't get hit, but thankfully, I raised my shield just in time and blocked it. And I show her, I pull my shield off my back, and I show her like the aftermath of me nearly getting struck by lightning.
In like one fluid motion, she like rolls out her the tools and like starts scraping some of the metal around where it was.
Oh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with that? What are you gonna do with these scraps?
It should be charged metal.
Oh.
Do you want to do a perception check on the metal?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
You just, I mean, you don't even need. You could do like you could actually roll for it if you want, but if not, I can just tell you.
It's just her gathering like unique situational items for potion brewing and just
Yeah. So, okay. Well, no, you're fine. You're fine. Perception check tells you two things. First of all, that is definitely charged metal. Also, not just that, but you also feel the tingle around you in the air currently.
Is it coming
like
from me?
Touching the... No, it's coming from the air. Like, you know the tingle that you guys felt when you walked in the place? Addilyn is now aware of that tingle.
Is it... She steps away from the shield? Does she still feel it?
Yes.
Curious. Being around it seems to have, like, the air itself is charged.
Uh-huh. Addilyn, do me a favor.
Yes.
Over
She's,
near-
like, back at the shield scraping.
Go over near name for just a second. Just stand near her.
Wait, say that again?
Just go stand near name for a second.
Go stand near who?
Niahm.
Niahm. Okay. She goes and stands near Niahm.
Just gonna like wave.
Hi, Niahm. Niahm, do you feel anything weird?
No.
I was wondering
Is this a game?
Kind of. I'm thinking. All right, come back over here. I had pondered that maybe it was like we could pass the charge to each other, or some kind of charge to each other.
I did touch the shield.
You did, yeah. Niahm.
Yes.
Touch this shield.
Why?
I just want first. I don't know, for fun, science.
Okay, I'll poke the shield.
So I get down real low, put the shield out for Niahm to touch.
I'll poke it.
Roll a perception check. Niahm, you notice now that you've been made aware of it, even before you touch the shield, you feel that hum, that tingle, before you even have to touch the shield.
Ooh.
Now, do you feel something, Niahm?
I think so.
Is it like tingly?
Kinda, I guess.
Oh.
If you guys need me to explain a little bit more about the tingle, I can. Like, what the feeling would be.
It's probably very annoying, actually.
Well, it's, like, very subtle. So I don't know if you guys have ever been, like, in, like, a lightning storm or a thunderstorm where, like, you know, like, lightning's about to strike. You're not, like, super close to it, but you're far enough away and you can feel, like, the tension in the air.
Mm-hmm.
It's, like, that type of feeling, right? Like, like it's about to break. Like, almost like when a rainstorm comes in. You know what I mean?
Right.
And, like, you could kind of... I don't know, it's weird. It's hard to explain.
I don't like this feeling.
I'm sorry. I can't really do anything about it now, unfortunately.
No.
But let's just make sure one of us has felt this feeling. So Momo, if you start feeling tingly for any reason, let us know.
Momo has been watching, but she's very curious as to like trying to figure out without asking, because she's like, they're all obviously having their own little conversation, and she's just like, I'm not a part of it. But I'm pretty sure Momo has felt this since she got here, correct? Voiddyn?
Yep.
So she's going to immediately be like, I felt it since we got off the wagon.
Oh.
Right.
Interesting.
Gosh. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it have to do with barrier. Remember Hobgoblin that got vaporized?
Right. Yes.
Yeah,
Me and
it like
Shazafraz
that.
went out near the edge of town, and there was all of a sudden we were alone.
Yeah.
Well, we saw a hobgoblin, and then they got
They ash now.
yeah, they act. And then Shazafraz, you know, because this is what Shazafraz does, wanted to see if there was loot.
Yeah.
There wasn't.
Yeah.
I followed him closely, but then it was just us. And the next thing you know, Shazafraz is about to get struck by lightning, and
Yeah.
I dive in the way, and I get struck
And
by
you
lightning.
ruined it.
I'm gonna turn towards the
Ruin it.
innkeeper and be like, "Did you drug our soup?"
No, listen, Nate, listen. You have to understand this really happened, and I'm like trying to be
My
as
goodness.
persuasive as possible. So let me roll that.
Camilla kind of looks at you, like odd, and like she's like, honey, why would I ever drug the soup? The only thing we drug around here are the potatoes. She says that in
Eyes
jest,
are gonna
knowing
get
that
really big.
yeah. She
My
says that in
goodness.
jest, knowing that you took a potato earlier.
Well, so did Shiv or Civ. So that might explain something.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm committed to help. I'm committed to help the innkeeper, and I'm committed to help any way I can for the soul or for semester cash.
Camilla looks at you and says, honey, I got an idea. And she writes up some paperwork and puts it in front of her. And she goes, this is an official request. I need all y'all to carry the food over for the festival for today.
Oh, how far do we have to go?
It's just, a couple feet down the road. And you know what? It'll count as your first request.
Well, hardly the request of an adventurer in a land full of monsters, but I suppose we have what must be done must be done.
Honey, it takes a village.
Physical labor, and I'm guessing the party that's like average strength is 10 or less.
Yeah.
Listen, I've got enough. Listen, friends. I'll carry as much as I can. You just carry what you can.
She goes, let me make it easier on you. And she gets she goes in the back and she grabs like a sled that you would drag on the ground, right?
Oh, like a wagon kind of thing,
Yeah,
or like a
not meant, not like
no,
she's
like
not
no
good
wheels
enough to
or
be-
anything.
Yeah, no wheels. It's just flat.
Okay.
And she starts with her and Croc just load up the wagon, or like the sled. And then from there, afterwards, Croc goes, food very good, food very good. And then
I bet.
as he walks back into the kitchen, you see him kind of like limping, like with his like his cooking rod, right? Mm-hmm. He like uses that as like a walking stick as well. It makes
Gotcha.
it brings to mind.
So the thing he
That-
uses to stir the soup is also a walking rod.
Yeah, I was literally about to say that.
That's
Okay.
why the
Oh
soup's
my
so.
god.
That's why the soup's so earthy. Yum.
And you thought it was just the turnips. So there's this sled of food. We'll say about like, let me draw it. I guess it's like right here, right? Ready for you guys to go and take out. I'm gonna change my color.
Nice red lady. Where we sleep tonight?
She points upstairs. She like points to like the top.
Is there windows at room?
She nods.
Good. Thank you.
She looks at you like very oddly, and then just continues to like, go back to like filing paperwork and cleaning dishes. It's really weird that she has to do both in her own inn, but it looks like, from the amount of dishes that you see that this is not a very popular inn. It's like a step along, like the chain.
Alrighty. To the party.
Yep. Albrecht heads to the back and starts helping with the heavier items.
So while we drag this on, I'm gonna do a vibe check for everybody because it is 11 o'clock. We've been going for about 3 hours.
Vibe check.
Do you guys want to keep going, or are you guys done for the night? Because this is a good stopping point if we need to stop. If not, I got more.
I mean, I could do whatever.
I'm okay either way.
I am as well.
Ditto.
All right. Sounds good.
I can-
Well,
I can-
how about
I-
I would
I
think
can
we could
run
probably
for-
go for. I would think we could probably go for another hour.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
another hour
thinking.
and check it.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
fun. Yeah, we're good.
Let's go.
Alrighty. So you guys bring the food outside. I'm guessing. Let's be honest. Albert is gonna do it,
I mean,
Sure.
I'm gonna grab it. I'm just gonna
like all by himself, because he's the strongest.
Yeah.
Adilyn's strength is 8. All right, she's new to the
I know
arms.
it's okay. You can just make sure nothing falls off. That's all.
So,
Okay.
What
Yeah,
is
that-
what is Albert's?
What is Albert's strength? What is Albert's
Albrecht.
strength?
I
Wait,
have the
am I?
same strength as Albert.
You have 16 strength.
I do. I can push it from behind.
Okay.
I'm the
let's
noodly armed one at the party.
All right. Let's work. All right.
Dude, it's okay.
All right. Well, Momo, you push. I'll pull. Okay.
Popper strength.
Absolutely.
There you go. Yeah, that's true. We have we checked Copper's strength?
Yeah, what's Copper's the strongest? We knew it.
Copper is like Nat's secret weapon.
Copper's got like
Yeah, go
cute
ahead.
level.
He's buff, okay?
Yeah. Listen. The picture's on Twitter. You can see how big of a heckin' chonker Copper is.
Strength 20.
Okay. So I didn't disperse these guys good enough. So we'll like do
All
this.
right. So is there a central area? All right. So we're coming up to this area here. I guess.
Yep. So this area on the right, yeah, like right here, is where the festival seems to be already going on, and there seems to already be food there.
Okay. Is there any central point from where this food is like coming out of?
Well, you're no, it all seems to be already delivered onto the table. It looks like people had already delivered it, or delivered
Alright.
some food. So it looks like that you could just bring it anywhere here, but like you have to go through this entrance right here.
Okay. Come on, Momo. Here. Let's.
As you
Alright,
guys
so-
walk through the gate, you see a woman, a half-orc woman, minding the gate. She goes, yes. You're here with the food delivery for the spring festival?
Sure are.
She nods. She goes, all right, bring it over here, and we'll just unload it onto the table.
Great. Where should we set this down?
She points, like, next to her, like, right next to the fence.
All right, Momo. We gotta turn. Ready? You got the rear, so just don't bump. Ready?
Absolutely.
There you go. All right.
She looks at it, and she just, like, checks all the food, takes out what seems to be, like, a magic stone out of pocket, and, like, goes over it. And she just, like, briefly nods. She's like, okay. Okay. Looks good to me. And then
There you
from
go.
there, she proceeds to just, like, shrug And she goes, okay, the food looks good.
Thanks. We didn't make any of it.
She goes, do you have any paperwork for me to sign?
Yeah. Yes. I hand her over the papers that I received.
And she goes, Love Paradise? What type of name for an adventuring group is that?
Love Lightning. Clerical Air.
She nods. She's like, that's a shame. Love Paradise is my favorite book.
Yeah, it's what we
I
need.
just like gasp and like my eyes get big and I get all like excited, squeamish.
She's read like 3 pages of it.
I know.
She's already hooked.
It's really popular.
And she goes, funny enough, I have a tinier paperback version right here. And she takes out like a version out of her pocket, like her back pocket.
Goodness.
I'm gonna like run up and like jump up and down and like I'm just so excited that like I can't talk.
Okay. And she goes, huh. Okay. You like Love Paradise? She like knows that you're like, she like can't tell if you're a kid or not, so she like feels bad about talking about Love Paradise.
Addilyn's gonna like look over at Momo and is like, does no one know the age of a gnome or a dwarf in this city?
Oh, goodness. Momo looked shocked to be spoken to because she was too busy listening to the conversation going on. But she did turn and answered that she's still surprised that a dwarf doesn't really know Dwarven.
She as that's happening, you see a half orc, taller man walk down from the pavilion